Could you explain what is the relationship, here's my question, between the child trafficking, adrenochrome manufacture, and how this is used to blackmail and to control, Wall Street and also politics?
And judges. Let me start by giving the president very high marks. He did 2 executive orders, one in December 2017, one in January 2020, that are hugely significant on human trafficking. Human trafficking, and particularly child trafficking, underlies every other great crime in this country. Children are now more valuable than drugs for criminal transactions. As best I can tell, toward 8 million children a year are being abducted.
How many?
And 8 million. Toward 8 million children a year. In the United States, it's 800,000 to 1 million. Wow. All right? This is very serious stuff. And part of the problem is that wars create refugees. And if you look at Hillary Clinton, for example, the Haitian disaster, her friends were in there scooping up children.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Say that this is a matter of record. Now, let me go back to the whole thing of child sacrifice, adrenochrome, and so forth. I didn't believe it myself, but Pizzagate woke me up. Is it Pizzagate or Comet Pizza? All of that. That woke me up, and I started looking into it, and I connected with an author, a West Point graduate. That's our Sandhurst, I guess. A West Point graduate, Joaquim Hagopian. And with my encouragement, he has written a book to which I wrote the foreword called, and this is free online. Everything I do is free online because my whole point is to try and raise public awareness and so forth.
Your website, robertsteele.com.
No, robertdavidsteele.com.
robertdavidsteele.com. Somebody will put it in the links. Mark, if you could put it in the links, it's our technical division.
Right.
Basically, and they can read about this. This is not something that is a secret to them. If they want to go on to, they can do their research on your website.
Please,
And I gotta give Amazon high credit because they haven't censored these books or these chapters. They're also free online. I mean, people who know tinyurl.com just go to Pedo Empire.
Okay.
That's the short URL. But under my encouragement, Joaquim has produced 34 chapters so far, with additional chapters to come. And each chapter documents pedophilia going back into time. This is not new. I mean, the Aztecs and the Mayans were sacrificing children and drinking their blood and so forth. And drinking a child's blood without torturing the child is a known anti-aging device. Peter Thiel is on record in the newspaper saying he gets a transfusion of child's blood every day. All right? Now, the question is, what about torturing children? So we have pedophilia, which is child sex abuse. Then we have torturing children to create adrenochrome. And the easiest way I've found to explain this to people is to think about how the Chinese torture dogs. They basically boil dogs alive. And the reason they do that is because it changes the flavor of the meat. And what it's doing is it's pumping adrenaline from the tortured dog into the blood. And that's what's changing the flavor. Okay? Now, I have never participated in a satanic ritual abuse act. I've never talked to anyone who has been present at a satanic ritual abuse act. But Joaquim Hagopian has documented hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of links of people who have testified about all of this stuff, which includes things like forcing fetuses to be delivered and eaten on site as part of the ritual. Now, let me stop there and just say that Sidney Powell, I'm a huge fan of Sidney Powell, Mike Flynn's lawyer. I like to say that the only difference between Sidney Powell as a pit bull is that one wears pearls. Okay? She is a monster, and I would like to see her be a Supreme Court justice because there's no one else in America that is standing up to crooked judges and crooked prosecutors. And by the way, crooked judges are running children into pedophilia by taking them away from their parents, and they're running the elderly to their graves in order to strip them of their estate. And the way this works is the elder person is drugged up, then the sheriff takes them away, then the estate is sold, and the judge, the prosecutor, the sheriff, and the doctor